Dear clients, welcome to Phillip Securities Research Weekly Market Update. Earlier in the year in April, we guided in our formal reports that the market was toppish at that point and that a correction was likely to ensue, followed by a rally before the fourth quarter on policy or policy anticipation. We pretty much have had this. Markets corrected in May as the Eurozone crisis embroiled the world and the global economy's slowdown intensified. We then had a rally of about 10% as markets looked forward to policy moves from central banks, as well as a European summit which allowed the ESM to bail out banks directly. We think this rally on policy is pretty much done. The Fed underwhelmed with a smaller than expected Operation Twist. The ECB did a rate cut as expected, while the PBOC did more than expected with 2 rate cuts within a month. Markets have since stalled, telling us that the interpretation of easing is no longer a sign that officials are on top of growth, but they are actually behind the curve. We think further easing from now on will be interpreted as a mark of desperation rather than strength. To be sure, we do not think anything undue is happening to the world economy other than the fact that the business cycle is at a synchronized end. Capitalism moves in cycles, and this is to be expected. Markets naturally sell as the cycle ends, which portends the heightened possibility of recession ahead. Thus, we see equities to struggle for absolute returns over the medium term, with ASEAN relatively more resilient than Northeast Asian counterparts due to government-supported investment acting as a buffer to external weakness. Indeed, ASEAN markets, unlike the North Asian counterparts, still have unbroken uptrends. The STI, although situated in ASEAN, has a chart shape that is closer to North Asian markets and therefore looks vulnerable. We see also weakness in the S&P 500 as economic expectations have only just begun to catch on to the fact that the US economy is slowing and recession risk is mounting. The fiscal uncertainty ahead just makes things worse. Thank you for watching and tune in next week to Phillip Securities Research Weekly Market Update.